Studio check.
Frequencies check.
We are live on air.
You are listening to the In Fact Blessing the Airwaves. Take the journey into the world of sports, news, entertainment, while embracing the hottest beats on the planet. Rocking the mind, body, and with energy, electricity, and a splash of controversy. Now, without further ado, it's our pleasure to bring to you
The biggest show in the world.
The biggest show in the world.
the biggest show in the world, the SBTV Nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you. We are right in the middle of the summer of 2017, July 16th to be exact. I'm sitting here feeling pretty good, and I got my man, the evil genius of Major League Baseball, Dr. Dan, on the other line. Kid, what's up?
Oh, dude, we killed it yesterday.
Very, very good day. The parlay didn't work out, Dan, but you know what? The Oakland A's, that the plus 355 run line hit for me.
Yeah,
How
man,
about
I know you were giving me some grief about that Twins run line.
Oh, the Twins run line
got that
was
to work
dope.
by, Irvin Santana holding it down.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Dodgers
congratulations.
run line, Mets run line. I mean, just crushing it like Federer's crushing Chilich right now.
Federer is doing his thing, huh? Damn.
Chilich is hurt, dude. I mean, it is what it is. He had the trainer out. And if you looked at that ankle, that looked like 3 times the normal size. So I give him credit for gutting it out. There's a lot of guys that probably would have retired, but it is the final, so he's gutting it out. But Federer's absolutely dominating him right now. So, if anybody took any plays on that side, you're either really happy or really sad right now.
Oh, definitely. And the minus 2.5 would have been nice.
I mean, yeah, the minus 2.5 is looking pretty good. I mean, it was not essential today. I looked at the line last night, and I think Federer was like minus 415. So, it wasn't. I couldn't take that. But he's 35 years old.
Yep.
No one's ever done this in the history of tennis before, especially at this age. Man, got to give him props. I know it's not over yet, but I expect it to be soon.
Doing pretty damn well. So Dan, I'm looking at it. I know we're going to do a quick recap of baseball since, you and I both want to get to our daily activities here and, just kind of go through this. Guys, apologize for the late start. We had, every once in a blue moon, you get on these computers and they do automatic updates. So when I came in this morning and I saw that, I was like, oh, damn. And it just took forever. I don't know exactly what kind of update this was, but
probably nothing important.
But
it's the screw you update.
It shifted all my music around. Now I got to open it in different categories, and dude, what a pain in the neck this is going to be. But I will figure it out and get it done. So it's all good. So, Dan, what else as far as the diamond yesterday? Were you? Chris Sale looked outstanding.
Say,
yep.
You called it.
Yeah, but they end up losing the game.
I know. Well, the under worked out, like we said.
Yep.
I have a hard time not playing Chris Sale in these situations. I know the whole deal with the no run support yesterday just proved. That was real brutal, especially because remember I said we were going to take the money line on that at minus 138 because I thought it was going to be close and I knew it was going to be a low scoring game. So, that home run to cap it was real brutal. But what are you going to do? That's just the way it goes sometimes. I know the game is being played under protest. Hey, it is what it is. Longest game in the history of Yankees-Red Sox at Fenway.
Yeah, definitely. 16 innings. And the Yankees
get 5 hours, I believe, and 55 minutes.
Wow, 6-hour game. That would be nice to be at, Dan. Just drink and eat the whole time.
When I was like 21, 22, I would have been there all day. I mean, I remember staying through like 3-hour rain delays, and being out there. But now, I'm just old, and I'm like, you got HD TV.
Yeah, right on. Hey, Fast Eddie is reminding me that there's UFC that starts in an hour and a half, and get that free money from Tiger Clinch MMA. So, you know what? Maybe we might have to get down with some of this UFC starting at shortly.
Why not?
Yeah, definitely. So
anything you want to do to make
1
money.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time is when it all kicks off. So kind of cool, man. So looking at the rest of it here, the Cubs seem to get it done with Jake Arrieta. They win 10-3.
Yeah, hey, I mean, the Cubs just absolutely went out and started bashing. That lineup, it's been underperforming all year. That's why I'm a big believer in them.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm not a believer in the Brewers. So, look, I know that you still don't think that much of the Cubs.
Right.
But you watch, they are due for a big, big run. And you got to remember, the teams in their division are not that strong either.
Yeah, right.
It's not like you're going out.
The division's up for grabs. I agree with you on that, 100%.
And you're telling me, let's say the Cubs sneak into their division. I don't know, they win it 3-4 games, and they go. So they would be probably the 3 seed, right? So, I don't know, man. I mean, you're telling me that if they played Washington, I mean, I think they have a shot.
Yeah, Washington could lose to anybody. That's the problem.
Yeah, they could also beat anybody.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's all the luck of the draw at this point,
Well, it is, and you gotta, it's all about playoff performance. I mean, your 2 front runners in the National League right now are perennial playoff losers.
True.
The Dodgers and the Nationals have both severely underperformed when it has come to crunch time.
Exactly.
Hey, and I even have to say, if you look at it right now, the wild card could get very interesting if the Rockies keep free falling.
Sure.
And their number 1 starter left the game yesterday in 2/3 of an inning.
Wow.
So things could get very interesting here. I mean, we have a lot of baseball left. I mean, you got all the rest of July, the rest of August, and all of September. So we still got 3 months of games left, guys. So, look at your futures. There's some things that I think we talked about yesterday that are good, but now's the time to really start digging into that stuff.
Metropolitans put up 23 runs in 2 games.
They've been absolutely playing their asses off. Like I said, I think they got told by the GM, it's like either win these games or we're trading.
Yeah. Right.
And I think they knew coming into the Rockies series, the Rockies have the number 2 wild card. Basically, if they didn't sweep them, it was over. So, look, they come into today with Matz on the mound and a chance to do that.
Sure.
That's all you can ask.
All right, brother. Well, I think it's time to get right into it, Dan. Because we got games today, and obviously, the show's a little shorter because of the technical difficulties we had, but it's all good. Because you know what? We're going to get right smack into the middle of this.
One last thing just on yesterday.
Yes.
Props to Cody Bellinger.
Oh, big time.
I mean, hitting for the cycle. First Dodgers rookie to ever hit for the cycle. And now, I believe, 26 home runs. The Dodgers rookie record for home runs belongs to one of my all-time favorites, Piazza, with 35. So he's 9 away from the Dodgers rookie record in home runs. I think we all expect him to get there and smash that record.
Sure.
So, looking at a future, I mean, if this continues, I mean, you got to say, you never want to put a rookie in the Hall of Fame, but good God. I mean, just doing things that you've never seen done before by a kid of this age.
Got it. So first thing I'm looking at here is the American League East. Are these 2 teams on a doubleheader today, being the Yanks and Red Sox?
Yes, sir. Day-night doubleheader, which is why that was not a good time for a long game. But, yeah.
Oh, yeah, right? You played 6 hours yesterday. Now you got 2 games today. Oh. Yeah. Well, you know what?
Brutal.
Yeah.
So, guys, I don't even know if there's lines out. Let's take a look at the first game because I'm not even sure. You have a line?
Yeah, I got Boston minus 142, under-over of 9.5. Boston versus the Yankees. CC Sabathia versus Rick Porcello.
Yeah, and that line is great. Let's see if the lineup is out yet. So no lineup out yet. You can't do anything until you see the lineup on this one, because I expect everybody to be on the bench for both teams.
For game one.
What do we have for an over? I think, here we go, because this is what I would say. Over under is 8.5. I'm going to go under 8.5 on a. Just thinking that they are not going to start everybody. Oh no, that's actually tonight's game. Sorry.
Yeah, no, 9.5 the first one.
9.5 is the first game. Yeah, I like that a lot, because I think. Now here's the question, and this is up your alley, right? So you got for the night game, and I don't want to jump. I mean, whatever, but it's Tanaka price, right? So do you rest your guys in game one? You know, they just got off a long game.
Yep.
Do you rest them game one and say, all right, we want everybody fresh for the night game?
Yeah.
Or do you say, hey, it's Tanaka price at night. I think we're getting our runs in the afternoon. What do you do?
That's a very good question, man. I mean, after 6 hours.
I think you wait for the lineups.
Yeah, I think you got to wait. You definitely got to wait for the lineups, that's for sure. But 9.5 seems pretty interesting to take an under in there, Dan.
I know. And that's the thing. I think if they release the lineups, and this is one of those where you're really gambling on not just the gamble, right? Not just the bet itself, but you're gambling on the fact that they're going to rest a bunch of dudes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that they're over, I don't know, man. I mean, I think that 9.5, I think I might just take a shot at it.
You want to take a shot at the under 9.5?
Yeah,
it's pretty heavy.
I got to do that.
That's a little heavy for the first game of the board here.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of books that don't even have this up yet. I've seen like 2 or 3 that don't have game one. They have game 2 lines up, but not game 1.
Got it.
So I think everybody's waiting for the lineup. So I'm going to do that, not make a fool of myself.
Yeah, wait for the lineup, player.
I'm going to wait for that line. Well, like I said, so the 9.5 could go if they start. If they put out their B lineup, right?
Yep.
Maybe that 9.5 goes to 8.
Right on. Right on.
That's what you're
playing. All right. On. One thing I do want to mention to everybody is that we've seen this happen time and time again, where the Sunday games seem to go. A lot of underdogs come to form on Sundays.
Yeah, because it's getaway day for a lot of teams.
Yep.
So you want to look at also who's traveling the next day, and who's staying at home.
Mm-hmm.
I think, that has something to do with it. And yeah, I mean, it's also normally day games after night games. So the starting catcher normally isn't there, right? And maybe your stud is taking his one day a week out of the lineup.
Yep.
So again, yeah, Sundays. And look, I've been a big proponent everybody did amphetamines in baseball forever.
Yep.
From like the 40s on. That's been completely taken out of the game. For better or for worse, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to make an opinion on that. But, it does affect these early Sunday games. And guys are used to going out and partying all night after games, too.
Sure. Exactly. So. All right. Well, I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking at this card, and I'm kind of having a hard time with it. I got to be honest with you. I'm looking at a game here. Where was it? Something that was kind of tickling my fancy a little bit. I'd like to know what kind of game we're going to get out of Jose Quintana today for the Chicago Cubs. They're a 500 team now. They're facing a Baltimore Orioles team who is pretty damn good at home. Cubs minus 138, under over of 10.5. Ubalo Jimenez versus Jose Quintana.
Yeah, I mean, I think he goes out there and pitches his ass off.
Yep. Okay.
I don't, like I said, it's not like one of those, when Jay Bruce got traded to the Mets last year, people said, oh, Jay Bruce, it's like he's Jay Bruce again. Dude, he was sleeping on different hotels every night, like people's couches. He had to move to a new city. This dude doesn't have to do any of that after the trade. He goes across town and he picks up a new uniform.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure, all the players in Chicago live in a certain section of Chicago anyway. And again, I think a nice lefty arm. And here's the thing. He also has thrown against the Orioles how many times, and he's familiar with them, and I think that plays to his advantage.
Sure.
I mean, again, this is one of those. I think the under 10.5. Let's see what the weather's doing in Baltimore, though, because Baltimore, remember, is kind of a bandbox. It's not kind of dead wind. I think the -1.5 and the Cub, but that's only the plus 110.
Oh, that's nothing.
I don't like that.
No, you're not getting anything. Because you know why? Because when the totals are very high, the run line you don't get a lot of favorable juice your way.
I like the under 10.5 though.
You like the under 10.5?
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, Ubalo Jimenez, 6.67 ERA. But I get it. I understand where you're going here.
Yeah, but let's say Jimenez gives up 7. And I mean, that's still leaving.
Yeah,
you could win the game 7-3, and you still hit the.
Yeah, right.
That's a huge number. That's a Coors Field number.
All right, got it. I know, it's big. I'm looking at a couple games here I think I'm going to get involved in. The first one here is the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Atlanta Braves. Now, the D-backs are not so good on the road. 3 games under 500. The line is even. Zach Godley versus Jaime Garcia. And I'm taking a look at the D-backs today. I think I'm going to take a shot with them, Dan.
I was just about to go there.
Yeah? You
Love
with me?
that play. I think the run line at -1.5 is plus 140.
Oh, good.
Or if you want, if you feel like, road team, whatever, money line's -108.
Mm-hmm.
Godley's 3-3 with a 2.58 ERA. I mean, he's been real good when he's been out there. You got Garcia going for the Braves, 2-7 with a 4.55.
Right.
I think this Diamondbacks lineup lights him up today.
Yeah,
I think you go run line plus 140.
Yeah, I got the plus 140 here as well. So, all right, Dan, so that sounds good. I think you and I are on the same page there. And then I'm looking at an interdivision matchup here in the Central. I'm looking at the Pittsburgh Pirates hosting the St. Louis Cardinals. St. Louis -133 with Carlos Martinez. They don't give him a lot of run support. He's got a 6-8 record with a 3.40 ERA versus Trevor Williams. I'm going to take a shot with the home team underdog today in the Pittsburgh Pirates.
I actually really do like that play.
You do?
Well, Martinez has looked like garbage lately.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his last 4 starts, he has a 5.73 ERA.
Right.
And so an almost 6 ERA. They don't score for him. The guy going against him has a 4.8 ERA overall, but he's actually been a better pitcher by almost a 1.5 ERA over, like his last 11 starts. And in his 6 starts at home, he hasn't been bad, 4.5 ERA. I don't, what are you going to do? I mean, you're going to go money line plus 114? Or are you going to run line that?
Since it's a home team and I'm getting plus money anyway, I'm going to money line them.
I'm going to ride that with you.
Yeah, I think so. So D-backs Pirates, I think, is a really good play today.
You're going to money line parlay it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna go Diamondbacks on the run line at plus 140, and then Pirates on the money line at plus 114.
There we go, Dan. All right, so you and I are both on the same page on both of those games.
Yes, sir.
Looking at the rest of the card here, I don't know if. I mean, I know it's the Houston Astros. I know they offensively they're a fantastic team, and their run differential is insane. But Michael Fires -190 seems like a little heavy.
Yeah, a little bit. But I mean, it's Kyle Gibson, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, Fires is also underrated. He has a sub 4 ERA, 3.84, almost 90 Ks. I know. 5-4. He's a quintessential middle, 3 or 4 starter in the American League. I think, I've never been a big Fires guy, but I think he's having one of his better years. Dude, Gibson 5-7, but a 6.31 ERA.
Yeah, I got it.
And he's been back and forth to AAA. I was actually going to say, you get value here on the run line because the -1.5 is actually -110.
Oh, okay.
And I have the money line at -210.
Yeah, right.
So I'm actually going to go. I think the Astros come back, beat the crap out of the Twins and Gibson today. We made that move yesterday solely because of Santana.
Mm-hmm.
The Astros being the team that they are, especially this year and especially being at home, are going to come back and they're going to bludgeon the Minnesota Twins today.
Do you like the over 5.5 team total?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Not saying you're going to play it, but
I don't think I'm going to play it, but I like it. Okay. I mean, I could see this game. The over, I think, kind of looks good too. I see the Astros really opening up a big one today.
Got it. All right. Sounds good. So looking at the rest of the card here, I mean, the Phillies are freaking brutal on the road. 13 and 35.
Well, they're the worst team in baseball.
Worst team in baseball. Milwaukee minus 162 with Matt Garza versus Jeremy Hellickson here. It's a heavy line. This is one of those games where the Phillies can sneak them.
I know. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
I just can't. I can't. I know it's like a real crazy thing, but I just can't take the Brewers seriously still.
Right. Looking at another game here, I know they're playing pretty well. They're 6 games over 500, but I don't see the Tampa Bay Rays having any business giving a team minus 145 on the road, especially a team that's only 4 games under 500 being the Los Angeles Angels. Parker Bridwell versus Chris Archer.
That's why.
Chris
it is
Archer's
such
your boy.
a pitch. This is a pitching mismatch that, I mean, this dude, has he ever made a start in the big leagues? He's made 6 starts, and he was optioned to AAA. He did throw 6 shutout innings in his last start against the Twins. But, I mean, dude, Archer has been pitching really well. Again, 3.95 ERA, but almost 150 strikeouts. And he pitches in one of the best offensive divisions in baseball. I mean, you gotta. I'm not playing this game because, again, it is going for a road sweep, and that's a tough thing to ask.
Sure.
I mean, I think the Rays get it done, though. I'm not playing it.
Not playing it. Okay. Here's a game where I think there might be a lot of runs. Looking at the Nationals versus the Reds today. Washington minus 115, under over of 10. You got Tanner Roark versus Homer Bailey. Homer Bailey has an 8.31 ERA versus Tanner Roark with a 5.27.
Such a good name,
Yeah, definitely. So, taking a look at that. If you're interested in a total, that one might work. How's that ballpark over there in Cincinnati?
Oh, it's a bandbox, dude.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big number again, but still, that for a big number, I get it. I mean, you got 2 guys that love to get shelled.
Yep. Nationals offensively too, man. 5.57 runs per game.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
All right, so yeah, you just gotta wonder if maybe they take their foot off the gas a little bit here.
Any thoughts on Darvish on the road? Against
no, I can't take that Rangers team. They're playing. I mean, they're a 500 team right now, but I just
1-0 game yesterday.
I know. Versus
I come on talking all this garbage about Cole Hamels.
Yeah, right.
And all that. Of course, it's like a 1-0 amazing, pitching duel.
Yep.
Darvish 6-8 with a 3.49. Kennedy's 3-6 with a 4.45. This is a game for the Rangers to get one above 500. Kansas City wins. They are 500. I gotta say, man, the run line is plus 125.
Mm-hmm.
Money line minus 1. I think the Rangers get this done in a big way.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to leave you on your own on that one. But I am going to ride with you. We are going to take that other play that we talked about with the Pirates and the D-backs today. Damn, if you just money line parlay that, $100 pays $328.
I like it.
Not bad.
Yeah, by the way, Darvish in his career against the Royals, 2-1 with a 2.25 in 4 starts.
Okay.
And in 8 road starts, 3-3, but a 2.32 ERA.
Got it.
So, yes, we are going to ride that run line.
All right. Sounds good, dude. So, are you interested in the Dodgers-Marlins game at all with Rich Hill on the bump versus Chris O'Grady? Chris O'Grady, baby.
Yeah, Chris O'Grady. I mean, I don't know who Chris O'Grady is. I'm being extremely honest here. That being said, the Dodgers are, like we said yesterday, man, they are on an absolute mission. Chris O'Grady is 1-0 with a 5.06 ERA. Rich Hill, who everybody loves to crap on, but like for a number 3 starter, I mean, he's 5-4 with a 3.69. You know, again, he has to pitch in Coors Field and in Arizona all the time. In his last 3 starts, Rich Hill has 27 strikeouts, 2-1 with a 1.71.
Not bad.
And when he gets on a roll, dude, you saw what he did last year when he got on that streak. Now, the thing is Rich Hill could get a blister or a hangnail or something, and he's out for 4 weeks.
Right.
You know, O'Grady, you know, has moved up. This is, you know, Volquez is hurt. I don't know, like, what to expect except for him to get the crap kicked out of him, right? So I almost feel like, don't you have to go with the Dodgers on the run line here?
Not me. Not today.
You don't like Rich Hill?
You know what? I'm on the fence with Rich Hill, to be honest with you. And I do think at some point the Dodgers are due to lose. But I understand, hey, ride the train. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going. So, yeah, it is what it is.
What are Dodgers $100 bettors this year, you know?
Oh, God, I could pull that up right now. Just give me a second. If you are a Dodgers bettor, every single game, $100 a game. Right now, you are, let's just pull this up, LA versus Miami. You are up, got to be up.
Yeah.
Not as much as you would think.
No.
$677.
Yeah, because they've been heavy juiced.
Yeah, they've been very heavy.
I wonder
juiced.
if you're a run line bettor. Do you have that or not?
I can't pull that up, but I'm sure
that
if
would
somebody's
be interesting to know.
Yeah, if somebody's got that information, if you're a run line bettor with the LA Dodgers, how much money are you up betting $100 a game? I bet you're up big time money because they always cover that. Always.
Yeah, it just seems like when they win, they're killing cats.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you always have hedge opportunities with them too.
No, big time. Big time. So, all right, dude. So, I mean, do you have any other ones on the ticket that you're feeling, or is this pretty much all we got?
The only thing that and this is kind of a garbage game, but I wanted your opinion on because I know how you love home team dogs. The White Sox.
The White Sox.
I know Holland has been absolutely putrid.
Yeah, but the White Sox could steal this game here. I could see that happening, Dan.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this is one of those where it's like a home team Sunday. Holland's like, oh, I better have a good start, or you know, I'm gonna wind up benched. I don't know. I just kind of like the White Sox. I don't know if I have the balls to play it.
Got it. Yeah, I don't have the balls to play it either. I like enough stuff today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. By the way, that run line came out on the Rays. So if you take the run line, it's plus 100.
Interesting.
I think that's good.
Yeah, and you know what, too, Dan? If you shop this stuff, you're going to find a lot better odds than that. You know, you could probably get like the plus 110 at that. You know, that's another 10% of your bet. So that's something to take a look at.
By the way, the line for that game one, I just saw that. I mean, the Yankees at plus 135 against Porcello, who's been terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, any interest in that?
No. I'm gun shy today, man. I want to get the stuff that I really, really like. I want to get down with. I may dabble with that Nationals Reds over. And obviously, I'm going to take the D-backs and the Pirates. I'm going to take them two separate, and then I'm going to parlay them all together. That's what I'm going to do.
Gotcha.
All right, and that's where I'm at today, brother. But you know what? Maybe I'll be chasing later on with Sunday Night Baseball. Hopefully, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody's just gonna look at who won the, who won game one.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, oh, I'll just fade it in game two. But yeah, got to check that Yankees lineup
all day long. So, all right, brother. So is that going to do it for us?
I think it does.
All right, guys. So, hey, listen, we had a great weekend. We'll talk next week about my what's the word I'm looking for? My experiment with the sex pill that I took yesterday. We'll talk about it because it's supposed to last 7 days. Okay, and I can tell you this much that you know, how can I put this? All right, so the recovery for round 2 was like, usually, you know, it takes a little bit, a couple minutes or whatever, you know, or maybe even 20, 25 minutes. The recovery was right there, man. I was ready for round 2 right out the gate. So, you know, for that purposes, it's worked out pretty well so far. So we'll see where it all lands. It's supposed to last 7 days. So next weekend we will have the conversation and see if it lasted. So that's it, Dan.
Love it.
All right. So where are you at? Why don't you recap what you're on and say goodbye to our faithful?
All right. Well, yeah, so this is what we're going to roll with today. We're going to go Mets run line, which just jumped to plus 172, which, hey, good. Diamondbacks run line, plus 140. Pirates money line, plus 114.
Yep.
Astros run line, minus 1.5. Rangers, minus 1.5. Rays, minus 1.5. Cubs, minus 1.5. Cubs, Orioles, under 10.
There you go, baby. All right.
We're going to rock it, man. Let's make that money.
Sounds good, brother. All right, so we will keep it moving, and we'll go from there, guys. Hey, listen, we love you to death. I hope you enjoy your Sunday. It is very, very, very nice out here in Connecticut. So, you know, I'm on the fence, Dan, because I really need to work, but my bride is, like, heckling me to go to the beach.
Oh,
and
dude, just get out and go to the beach. It's Sunday. Dude.
It's Sunday. It's beautiful out. You know.
And you know, if you don't come tomorrow, you're going to regret the shit out of that. Dude.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, oh, I should have gone to the beach. Now I got to work 100 hours this week.
I know. It's a tough decision.
Dude, hit up Ham and Acid. Make your bride happy.
Might have to.
You know it's going to be nice out there, eh, kid?
Yeah.
I might be taking the kids down to the lake, too, so I get it.
Big ups to my man Martin for Sex Pill Gate. Hey, it's like this herbal thing, man, and you know what? Like, and it said, like, taking an hour before sex. Well, I ended up taking it, like, 5 hours before. And I just didn't feel any different. You know, I was like, you know, maybe I should be walking around uncomfortable for, you know, an hour later. And it didn't happen like that. But, you know, when you're ready to go, it just kind of kicks into gear. So it's kind of cool, man. So anyway, guys, listen.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. So we love you to death. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back next weekend. And we are getting ready for football. Because football season is about 6 weeks away. And I'm looking forward
to reactivate that fantasy league.
And I'm looking forward. I'm glad you brought that up because I'm looking forward to kicking everyone's teeth in fantasy football.
Daily fantasy starting week 1, baby.
Week 1. Yes, sir, Dan. So we love you to death. Enjoy your day. Do whatever it is you got to do whatever it is you want to do and get that money. Let's go.
Peace.